Hello everyone, it's me, Classy Girl, and welcome to week 6 of 2012 of the Anytime Anywhere Scrapbook Experience. I'm glad that you're with me as usual, and this week I have another fun bit of inspiration to share with you. Here it is. Next, you want to pull out your page kit, and if you don't know what a page kit is, it's simply matching cardstock, pattern paper, and embellishments, title lettering if possible. You want to group those things together and then find some pictures whose colors coordinate well with that set and drop those pictures in. That way, when it's time to scrapbook, you'll have a page kit ready to go. Just put all of your stuff together that way. Put your pattern papers and cardstock and embellishments together that way, and just make up a bunch of page kits, 5 to 10 of them, and then when you're ready to scrapbook, you can just grab a page kit and go. It shaves off a lot of time. Anyway, here's the page kit I used. For this layout, you're going to need 3 pattern papers and 2 cardstocks. There's your background cardstock, and I also used another cardstock for a fun little tip that I'm going to share with you. Anyway, you're going to need to cut those. We're going to go ahead and cut those pattern papers for this layout. You are going to need a 9 by 9 piece, a 6 by 10 piece, and a 4 by 11 piece. So go ahead and cut those pieces out. Ink the edges of everything. I inked the edges of everything on this layout. My layout's kind of a spooky layout, so you want to go ahead and ink the edges of those things, and then you want to go ahead and add your photos, as I did here. Okay, now that you've got your basics down, you've got your background, you've got your photos added, you want to go ahead and add your embellishments. For this layout, I use lots and lots of rub-ons, and I grounded a lot of those rub-ons. So go ahead, add your rub-ons or whatever embellishment you're going to use. Ink the edges of anything else. If you're grounding rub-ons or stickers, go ahead and ink the edges of that. Add your titling and a little bit of journaling. And now I'm going to share with you the finished layout and a couple of tips. Alright, so this is my finished layout, which I love. It's kind of a spooky layout. My husband and I went on a ghost tour in Roswell, Georgia. We like going on ghost tours. They're just very interesting. If nothing else, you get to learn a lot of history about the area that you're visiting. So anyway, for this layout, to keep it kind of in the spooky realm, I used rub-ons by Basic Gray that were for Halloween, so they suited this layout quite well. I did decide to ground my rub-ons on much of this layout, and again, grounding is just simply using a rub-on or a sticker and putting it on a square or a rectangle background and cutting that out, and then for me, I inked the edges, which also helped to make them pop. Another fun thing that I did with this layout is, if you can see here, for the word spooky, which I think goes really well with this really freaky kind of picture my husband took of me out in the dark, is I silhouetted this. Actually, Denise was kind enough to do the cutting for me because I'm not that big on, I like fussy cutting, but sometimes when it gets a little too fussy, I'm out. So she offered to cut it for me. Thank you, Denise. So that is a really nice touch for that particular rub-on. I also did this cute little paper tearing technique here, which was inspired by a layout that Denise made. Denise is one of my scrapping buddies. Her layout was very elegant with this paper tearing technique, so it can be used for a variety of pages. It doesn't have to be a spooky page, a grungy page, or it can be used for, you know, elegant, pretty, clean, or if you are doing aging techniques, it can be used for a variety. Anyway, I use it here to kind of symbolize like holes in the wall. So I tore the paper there, I add black ink on the edges, and then I also, if you can see here, I have spider rub-ons here. And so the spiders look like they're crawling out of the cracks and the holes in the wall. And then as you can see, I backed it with black paper to symbolize the hole. I really love how that turned out and how it added to this layout. And as far as my title is concerned, I use these really cool thickers, which are perfect for Halloween or scary layouts. And I like the fact that they're white because, of course, most of us grew up thinking of ghosts as white, a white sheet, Casper, whatever. So the white color also lends itself very well and helps the title to pop from the layout. And then, as you can see, I just added some rub-ons here and there to add interest to the layout and a little bit more spookiness with my spider webs and a skull and different things like that. So you can do the same, you know, but for whatever title or whatever subject, shall I say, you're doing. Ink the edges, make it fun, ground your rub-ons. Try this paper tearing technique. Regardless of your subject, regardless of the style you're using, the style of scrapbooking you're using, try that. Share with me what you do. I love to see it. There you have it, my completed layout, your inspiration for the week. Hope you have fun. Happy creating. Bye.